And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a moment and get centered in your energy. And what I would love for you to do is just say a silent prayer, really set your intention to who you'd like to hear from today, and just have them come on over and talk in my ear, play with my hair, get my attention. They know what to do. Okay?
Okay.
This is going to be interesting. You got some spunky ones. They're all fighting for who's going to go first. Just know whenever I feel that just means there's like so much overwhelming love coming through for you that I just really feel like I need to acknowledge. My first reaction is to actually start with the mother energy that's departed for you. Is that your mom? Okay. Who's Linda? I keep hearing Linda.
That's
Linda.
my mom.
That's her? Perfect. Okay. Good. She's like, honey, I'm here. I'm like, okay, I can hear you just fine. But I feel like she's been trying to yell at you for so long. Like she's just wanting to really acknowledge that she's here. Her passing seems recent because there's a reference of it hasn't been too long. I'm seeing over a year or just about a year. There's something about that. Hold on. Where's the November connection with her? Is that when she passed away?
Yeah, my mom died on November 12th, 2016.
Okay. I just felt like there was a reference of like 1 year and change, but she makes me feel, she just keeps showing me her heart, and I feel like it's still so fresh for you, and you're also still having to deal with it now. So there's something about whatever's going on now that she needs to acknowledge too.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. So, okay. I feel like there's, I don't know why, but she really wants to address this. There's something about like being a little bit skeptical or something like that. And then she just keeps showing me you like placing a ring on your finger. Like, you better come through today. So I don't know, do you like have your mom's ring or you're wearing your mom's ring?
I'm wearing them right
Perfect.
now.
She's like putting the ring on. She's like, you better come through. I feel like you were yelling at her today, like making sure that she came through. So she needs to acknowledge that and just let you know she hears you. Like, she definitely hears you. Ooh, she gives me the chills. She's a strong one.
She is.
She's totally strong. She's a little
so
feisty
strong.
one.
Uh-huh.
She's ridiculous. I can't help but laugh with her. Like,
she's the funniest person I've ever known. I miss her. She's my best friend.
I know. I feel like you guys literally did everything together. Like, there's just
really
reference
close.
of like, yeah, I just keep seeing you guys doing a ton of things together. She keeps showing me, you know, the ribbon. There's a reference of the ribbon that she keeps bringing me to. I keep seeing it as orange.
Probably because my tattoo.
Oh my god, yes, that's crazy.
She had the rarest form of kidney cancer. She got diagnosed in August and died in November.
Yeah.
Really, really quickly.
That's how she makes me feel. She makes me feel like one day she was like super strong, and then all of a sudden it just went downhill so fast. And I'm...
Exactly. It was like so sudden. Like, it felt like the carpet was like pulled out.
Yeah. I feel though that there's a reference of you were with her every step of the way. I feel like it's so important to acknowledge that because she just keeps showing me like you were there through everything. I am also seeing that there's reference of like you. Do you have a sister? There's reference of a sister. Hold on. That's her sister. You're her only. Is that correct? You're her only?
I'm her only.
There was a reference of a sister and a brother.
I have
Hello.
a half brother and a half sister from my dad's side.
Okay. Who's Bobby though? In
That's
spirit.
my Uncle Bobby. I've been asking him to speak to me.
He's like, hey. He shows up and he's got like a fish though.
He loves a fish.
Did he?
Yeah, I
so
have
funny.
a tattoo for him too on my ankle. God. It's a little fish.
I was like, wait a second, what is with this fish? Like, he's like, he's a weirdo. I love him. Oh my god, he makes me laugh. Those two together, I just feel like your mom and your uncle are just like, oh my goodness. And grandma, can't forget grandma. Hi, grandma. She's not gonna let me let up until I acknowledge her presence too. But we're gonna stay with mom because I feel like this is really important. She brings me to her last day here on the physical world, and she brings me to the fact that I feel like there's a reference of you being home with her. And it's really fascinating because at first I felt like she was home, but then she like flashed me IVs in a hospital room. But did you actually like make it like home for her? I keep seeing like blankets, or you brought things for her to like kind of tuck her in and make her comfortable. Does that make sense to you?
I spent so much time over there every day. I got off work and went straight there to like spend time with her. I went to see her like every day. I didn't miss like a day.
That's so sweet.
She did get into the hospital her last few days. She went into the hospital because she was so weak and sick.
Yeah. She makes me feel, though, that there's this reference of, like, wanting to acknowledge, like, thank you. Because she makes me feel like she never felt alone, not even once, going through this process because of you. And I'm just feeling that you need to know, like, what you did for your mom is just so appreciated, and she just loves you so much. She also brings me to, like, holding and kissing her hand. So did you actually, like, kiss her hand in her last moment? Because there's a reference of, like, letting...
I had fallen asleep. She was laying in the hospital bed. She was, like, death rattling all night long. She, like, held out until, like, the sunrise. It was just coming up at, like, 6:30 in the morning on Saturday, November 12th, and it was just incredible. My friend that was there with me woke me up. And my mom, she, like, was in, like, a coma-like state, and she opened her eyes one last time, and I was holding her hand, and I kissed her hand, and I told her it was okay to let go.
That's so perfect.
And then I put my hand under her heart with my other hand and felt her heartbeat the last time, and she, like, closed her eyes, stopped breathing.
Honey, she just is so grateful for those moments, because I continually feel like you not only helped with her transition, but you just made her feel so loved, and like you are her like purpose in this world. Like I can just tell that I feel like she lived for you. Like she just loved you so freaking much. And I do feel like, did Dad leave you guys when you were younger or something? Because there's a reference of like she had to play mom and dad. There's something about...
Yeah, my dad died when I was 5 years old,
and he passed rather unexpectedly and tragically as well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to him in a moment. He's just hanging out in the back. He's funny, though. He just likes to chill. Like, I feel like he's sitting over there in my chair. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, just let her have this moment with her mom. So, like, there's this really cool thing about mom.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Although we both know that mom's, like, the talker of those two.
Yeah.
There's something really cool about that, too.
She talks a lot.
I know.
To anyone. Makes friends anywhere she went.
I just love her. Does she have like really beautiful white hair, like gray hair? Because there's something about, but it's like longer. Like,
yes.
Does that make sense to you?
She had the most platinum blonde hair, and then I was born and I sucked the blonde from her, and she kept dyeing it. And I was telling her for so long, you should let it go naturally. You're gonna be so beautiful with like naturally gray hair. And she finally did it, and it was beautiful. Her hair was like the most silver, like silky, thick, like. I don't even know. It was perfect hair.
Yeah, I can feel it. She just makes me feel like it's just gorgeous. And she keeps bringing me to it. Although now she keeps flashing me to back to blonde. So I feel like she can be whatever she wants up here. So she's going to be blonde, not gray. And she's very clear about it, too. She's so funny. Okay. She brings me to a selfie. I feel like it's an important one. Did you actually, because she didn't make me feel like she wanted any pictures when she was sick, but there's something about you guys took a selfie. Does that make sense to you? Do you continue like to look back at that selfie instead of the ones of her like alive? Because there is something about, I don't know if this is her. Hold on. This is grandma and her. There's a picture of grandma and her. Does that make sense to you? There's a reference of the two of them, like your mom and her mom, like having a picture together. I keep seeing it. I don't know if it's a selfie, but I feel like she's leaning into the bed.
There is a picture that it's the two of them. I haven't been looking back on it too often, but I have all her pictures, and I have like looked at them so much.
Aww,
so much, and I like really miss the both of them, and I like look at that because they look so cute. They look so much alike, and I love that picture. Yeah. They're so cute together.
Oh, perfect. Okay, because I did feel like there's just a strong connection with everybody. Yeah. That was really interesting. I heard roses. There's something about rose or rose. Do you have a rosemary or like something about a rosemary? Does that make sense to you in terms of grandma?
No, my grandma's name was Constance.
Okay, there's something about rosemary. Hold on, let me figure it out, because the only other thing that I'm feeling with that is a rosary. I don't know if she was religious, but there is something about something that was handed down to you that I keep seeing that's religious of your grandmother's. Like there's something that she's holding on to, so I don't know what that is, but let's stay with mom first.
I do have her ring. I got it like repolished, and everything was scratched all to hell.
Oh.
Now it looks brand new, and I wear it every now and then.
Perfect. I do want to just kind of stay with your mom for a bit longer, though, because I do feel like mom and dad are the most important. Mm-hmm. Not that we don't love you, Grandma or Uncle Bobby. He keeps showing me a rock and a fish. Like, I have no idea what you're showing me. Like, he's like, put them together.
Rockfish.
Like, what does that mean?
It's a type of fish that he loved to go catch. Loved it. Like, one of my favorite pictures is of him holding a rockfish.
That's how he showed up, literally, like fish open and everything, like.
Yeah.
Then he's got this like ball cap on and a cigarette out of his mouth. So I don't know.
That's the picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, good. I'm like, what am I seeing? This guy's making me feel all like smoky and weird.
It's one of my favorites of him.
He's also like a beer drinker, yes, because there's something about my tummy is gurgling in his energy. So I don't know.
Yeah, probably so. He liked to have a good time.
Yeah. Did your mom like beer too, though? Because there's something about her, and well, you know what? That's interesting. Is it Coca-Cola, not beer? Like, there's something about carbonation. Does that make sense to you?
Not Coca-Cola. She loved to, like, make drinks, though, and, like, she just, I don't know.
Switch it up?
Yeah, switch, like, she, like, liked to make, like, drinks with, like, a little splash of, like, a club soda or something to have, like, some fizz. Or
perfect.
Love Bloody Marys. That was her, like, number one.
That's awesome. That's really funny, actually. Okay, alright, what's with her thumbprint? Why does she keep showing me thumbprints?
I have her thumbprint on my necklace. I got this mini.
I'm gonna have to look at it closer. I'm blind as a bat, but
okay.
That's amazing.
When I was at the hospital, I tried to get her fingerprints, but they didn't have ink pads, so I literally used marker and like water to like make her hand wet and try to like get it on tape.
Oh my god!
To transplant it onto a piece of paper, and it came out terrible.
Oh my god!
And I knew you can make necklaces. I knew I like would never be able to with the ones I got. I went to the place, the funeral home to go pick up her ashes, and then they had these type of necklaces there.
Oh my god.
And I started to get sad because I was like, I'm not going to have one. She came out, she said, we have 3 perfect sets of your mom's thumbprints, so I got one.
Oh my god.
Made, yeah, and I got it in gold because my mom always wore yellow gold,
yes.
And now I have all her jewelry, so I got it in gold.
I just like literally feel like that was like a sign from her to like let you know like she knew what you wanted and she knew what you needed, and I feel like all of that happened like from her to you. So just know like that's a huge little wink from heaven that not only did she see what you needed, but she made it happen for you. I just kept seeing my thumb. I was like, why am I looking at my thumb? It's the weirdest thing. She's so funny. The other thing I have to acknowledge too is the house. She keeps bringing up a house. So are you living in her house, or where's the house connection?
Yeah, I live in her condo. It's the one we've always had like together. Like after my dad passed, we got that place. It was our first place, just her and I.
Yeah.
We've been there ever since. I've been there forever.
Really?
Like 20 years, yeah, I've lived there.
Okay, but why do I feel like there's something with struggle, like something's struggling.
It's not paid off, and like it's still in her name. I'm like still trying to settle like a lot of the affairs and stuff, and
Gotcha.
I've been making the mortgage payments. I've been making all the payments for like all the bills like by myself.
Damn, girl, good for you.
It's a lot. It's very overwhelming and stressful at times.
No, I can feel it. I just feel like that's her way of just like, because she had me write the money sign and then a check mark next to it, and I just felt like she sees everything that you're doing and how you're keeping, like, it's almost like that's her way of still being with you, and you're like really connecting in with it, and just, she just makes me feel like she's so proud of you for that. Like, you've really stepped up, and I feel like you continue to step up and just make her so proud.
Yeah.
So just know that there's like a really beautiful connection. The other thing I'm seeing is this dog. I keep going to this dog. I feel like it's like brown. It kind of looks like my friend's dog Bindi. It's like brown, but then it has like white and brown spots on its back, and it's like yay high. Does that make sense to you in terms of a dog?
Like spotted dog?
Yeah.
I used to have a puppy named Gypsy.
Gypsy, oh,
yeah. I don't
so
have
cute.
her anymore, but my mom loved her and called her Gypsy Cricket. She made
Just
the nickname.
Gypsy Cricket.
Cutest.
Oh my god. That is really cute. I do feel like there's just reference of, I feel like she has a couple of dogs with her in spirit, but I feel like, do you still have 2 in the physical world?
Yeah,
okay, she's definitely with your pups.
Jack, he's a corgi. He's 13.
Oh my god.
That was my mom's baby. Mine too, but
there
mainly hers. Like that was his person was my mom.
Aww,
and I have another puppy.
Yeah.
And well, he's a real puppy. He's Elmer Fudd. He's a miniature dachshund. My mom used to have miniature dachshunds.
Oh
That's
my
probably
God,
the other
that's so
dogs
cute.
that are with her.
Are
Baron.
those wiener dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I was like, what am I seeing? Again, your uncle is throwing me off. Like, he's showing up with all these different types of fish and, like, just these different visuals. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, he's, like, making me laugh so much, and your mom's, like, egging him on. I can just feel their relationship.
Yeah,
like, they'd
they
always
love
just
each
shoot
other.
the shit with each other, though.
Uh-huh.
They're so funny together. And I love that, too. I can feel, like, your mom's, like, bubbly personality. She just makes me feel like, he's itching his eyebrows now. Like, he's literally making me itch my eyebrows. Okay, was he just a hairy man? Is that what it is? Your Uncle Bobby? Do you remember his eyebrows?
I wouldn't
so
say
random.
he's hairy, no. He was, like, balding on top of him.
Oh my
like,
God.
trying to get his hair to come back.
Maybe that's what it is. He's like, I got the hair. I don't know why the eyebrows, though. There's something so random about that, but whatever. We'll remember it. He's cracking me up. Okay. What am I seeing, though, in terms of mom? Okay, the first thing I do want to say, did you actually... I feel like you couldn't do her eulogy. There's something about you writing. Did somebody read it? Is that what happened?
I read it. I tried to write a fresh, brand new one, and then I didn't. And I just read a paper that I wrote about her my freshman year of college.
That's so perfect.
It was a paper I wrote about her, my first English paper of my freshman year of college.
Aww.
And it was, like, literally a eulogy without having to write a brand new one. It was, like, perfect. It described her in every way possible that I could ever feel, and it was still held true from, like, that moment to, like, her, like, death. I still felt the exact same way, and, like, I just read it because I was like, this is exactly how I feel. I don't know how to express it any other way.
Yeah. No, she's just wanting to acknowledge it because I see you, like, actually writing something. I didn't see something new, and she just brought me to, like, that was perfect, sweetheart. Like, she was just grinning ear to ear. I can just feel it as you were reading this, and I feel like before she passed, it was, like, one of her favorite things that you've ever done anyway, so it all worked out, and she just makes me feel like she was just so proud. I'm also seeing a lot of people in attendance of the funeral. She makes me feel like she had a lot of people show up for her, and she was just kind of like, well, that's random, but I'll take it. She's making me laugh about it.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people did show up.
That's really interesting. Did you actually have... No, you didn't have a viewing. You had a picture. That's what it is. I just see a giant picture, like, sitting on the altar. There's something about a picture that I keep seeing. Because at first, she showed it to me as, like, almost as if you'd have a casket and an open casket, then close it for cremation. But I think it's just one big picture. And did you pick the picture?
No. My best friend, Ryan, that I work with, came and surprised me, like, it was, like, the very next day or so, I want to say, and he came over and surprised me with this giant, like, professionally, like poster, like, of, like, a collage of, like, my mom and I, and it says, I can't remember what exactly it says. It's something about, like, you're always with us, never forgotten kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
God,
it was, like, the best thing ever. I just couldn't stop crying because I loved it so much. And I always, like, when I saw it, I was like, my mom would love this.
She does. Like, that's what she's talking about. Yeah. I'm just like, what am I seeing? She is life-size right now, but she loves it. And you know your mom. She's like, hey, look at this picture. Do you remember that? Like, yeah. She's pointing it out and making me laugh about it. But that just proves, too, that your mom is seeing everything even after her departure, you know. She's with you at all times. I do feel like there's just this reference of, like, you really need to feel that, though. I feel like you feel it in your heart, but you have such a hard time connecting to her. Like, there's something about being almost emotionally blocked by it. Does that make sense?
I think it's, like, the fact that I'm, like, I miss her so much. I just want her here.
I know.
Like, it's, like, the whole, like, I can't just call her anymore. Like, speak to her on the phone or, like, come over and hang out. I mean, I'm there now, but I'm at the house, but it's not like I come home and, like, she's standing there at the door ready to, like, come greet me or walk me to my car when I'm leaving or just see her in general. Yeah. That's the hardest part.
I can feel it, sweetie. I need you to know, like, I feel like she's still doing all of those things from spirit, and I know the dynamic is totally different, and I know that this is going to be something that you'll always grieve for her, but I do hope that you guys can start talking in a spirit communication form, because I feel like she's itching to talk to you, like directly. What's funny is, do y'all have like a hallway of pictures? Because there's something about a hallway that I keep seeing. Like I see like a bedroom, and then a hallway.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like I keep seeing like a few of the pictures are like crooked, or like they keep like there's something weird with these pictures that she keeps bringing me to, and I keep feeling like you feel her outside. And have you not changed her room like much at all? Because there's something.
I haven't changed like anything.
Anything. That's how I'm feeling. I just keep seeing everything very still. And I feel like she wants to acknowledge that you can let go of some things, and that doesn't mean that you're letting go of her. But I am feeling that there's just a really strong connection of like everything's okay. Like if you need to let go of some stuff, let go of some stuff. Ooh, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I have a girlfriend.
Ah! Wait, okay. Well, let me be very clear about that, though, because there's a reference of the guy you're always with. So is that the Ryan character that we're talking about? Do you hang out with him quite a bit?
I don't hang out with him as much as my friend Harrison.
Okay.
We have the same exact birthday. Our birthday's coming up on April 16th.
Oh my god, yes, okay. I just kept seeing you, like, kicking back with this boy in the living room. I was like, what are we talking about? I was like, is this a boyfriend? She's like, no, just tell them I like them, and I'm so glad they're still watching our show. So, like, I have no idea what they're talking, or what she's talking about, but is there, like, a show that you guys watch together that, like, she is in with? Like, there's something about a show. Does that make sense?
No.
So random.
I don't know, because I don't think I'm keeping up with any of her shows.
Aw. Well, let me figure it out, though, because she's using my spirit dictionary, and I felt like it was Scandal, and then I was like, what am I seeing? But it was very interesting. I want to know what it is, and she's not showing it to me. But I will say this, with your new relationship with your girlfriend, did she know her in the physical world? Because there's a connection to her. Does that make sense to you? Okay.
Yeah.
I just keep feeling like big hearts. Like there's big hearts. And are you guys planning on getting like married? Like there's something about marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. Oh, she made my heart like flutter. Okay, so that's really interesting though, because I honestly felt like, I don't know if she always wanted you in a dress. Like there's something about a dress. But I don't know if you guys are going to go the traditional route. Are you both going to wear dresses?
She's definitely not wearing a dress.
Really?
I'll be wearing the dress though.
Yes,
I want a beautiful dress.
I know you do. She's a princess. She's a princess. But there's something about, it's so interesting with her too. I just feel your energies are so beautiful together. Like I feel like that you have such a solid relationship. And I feel like she was with you through this process too. And your mom is like so freaking excited about this marriage and this wedding, and I don't even think you planned it yet, but it's so funny because she can see all of it, and she's just like, well, you just tell her I'm gonna be there. So like there's this whole thing about she's gonna walk you down the aisle, like she's so excited, like she is amped. So not only does she support you, oh that's funny, well, Grandma and Dad both just stood up at this time and like, we're so excited too. So just know that in general with your marriage, like everyone's so excited for you, and just know that there's a lot of love and support that come from spirit with that, okay?
Okay.
That's really interesting. I was wondering about that. There was something about... Do you have a J initial other than... Well, that's interesting. I heard J. Because I feel like there's an R sounding name, but I felt like that's in connection to Dad, right? Or at least that's how he's making me feel. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Oh, sorry.
No.
Gotta ask. I heard like Richard or Robert, Ron, like very prominent R sounding name. Does that make sense to you?
Like alive?
In spirit.
Richard.
Mm-hmm.
All I can think is my Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bobby. Oh, because his name is Robert.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you want to say? Come on in. You're being so persistent anyway. Gosh, she's funny. Okay, but he makes me... Who's Christina?
Christina was my best friend at the time of my Uncle Bobby's death.
Did you guys like... It's like, I feel like you guys are together. Like
it was Friday and we'd just gotten out of high school.
Oh my gosh.
It was my senior year, both of our senior years, and we're going to a party we had planned all week that night, and I got home and got a call from a police officer, and I already knew my Uncle Bobby wasn't in a very good place. He took his own life, and we drove. I told her, I was like, I don't have, like, really time for to, like, take you home. Like, you can either stay here, but I have to go, or you can come with me. And she drove with me. And I'm not gonna lie, I did drive, like, extremely fast on the highway to Norfolk. It was awful.
I can feel it. I feel like he wants to acknowledge her and just, like, an excitement of her, like, being there with you, because he just makes me feel like he needs to let you know, not only thank you for rushing over there, but thank you for being that person that received the call and received the information, and just thank you for being in his life, because I just feel like you guys have a really special bond. Like, there's a really solid bond with you guys.
I loved Uncle Bobby. He was my closest uncle, and I felt like he was like a father to me almost when I was younger. He took me out and did things, like, with my cousins and I, and, like, we just, like, did fun things.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he was a character.
Yeah, well, I can feel that. It's really interesting, though. Was he on alcohol or drugs at the time of his departure? Do you know?
He was in the hospital, and because he was suicidal, and he left, so I don't know if he was, like, on something then.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
I just don't know.
No, I just felt like he was feeling a little funny, and he also brought me to the fact that he made, like, a really rash decision. Like, and I feel like it's important for you just to know that, like, he wishes he didn't make that decision, seeing everything from spirit now, only because he sees how it's affected everybody and, like, his family. Like, I just feel like it still hurts a lot of people, on not necessarily on the plus side, but he is very grateful that he was able to bring your mom over to spirit, though. Like, they're very excited to be together again. So in a way, God had his plan, and it was all for a reason, but he does make me feel like there's that connection and that reference. Okay. And that's interesting. Was he married but divorced?
No, he was married to my Aunt Bula. Unless he was married before, I don't know about that.
Well, no, he just shows me, like, a separation. Like, I don't know if they weren't very, like, would you know if they weren't very close, or they just weren't feeling very stable? Cause
I don't know if they weren't just, I really don't know, because she's really pretty private. But, I know, like, he wasn't in, like, a good spot. He had, like, he wasn't taking, like, he had really bad back pain. He was taking pills, like, I think it might have been something really strong, like morphine almost. And he, like, I remember I went there for Thanksgiving 2009, and he told us, like, all at the dinner table, he wasn't going to be taking those pills anymore. He quit them cold turkey, and he got, like super depressed, and, like, started, like, having hallucinations, and just, like, being suicidal, and, like, was so down about his whole life.
I can feel that, but do you know if your aunt then has remarried? Because there's just something about her, like, I don't know what it is, but
She hasn't.
She hasn't. I feel like she's going to then. There's just something about it, and I don't know what he's trying to tell me, or if he needs to get a message to her, but I do feel like, in general, I feel like she blames herself, because there's something about, I don't know if she was just like, I can't do this anymore, or, like, what it was. There's something about your aunt had a hard time with him, and he just wants to acknowledge, like, he takes responsibility for that, and also, like, kind of setting her free to move on. And I just feel like it's really important for him to say that, because he's stubborn. That's what I heard. Like, he said the F word in front of it, so I don't know if he was, like, a cursor, but there was something funny about it.
Yeah.
I was fucking stubborn. Okay.
That's true.
Good to know. Oh my god, he cracks me up. Alright, back to mom. Okay, I'm seeing this so interestingly. Do you actually draw? Are you an artist?
I'm not an artist, but I'm very artistic.
Really?
Like, she was too. Extremely artistic. She's very talented, and I'm exactly the same way.
Aww. I don't really know how to describe this. It's kind of like the rock and the fish. She's showing me, like, kind of like a kaleidoscope, it looks like, but it's a butterfly. Like, you know, little pieces, a mosaic. Like, that's what it looks like. There's, like, a butterfly and a bird, and it almost seems like, did you draw them or fill them in? Like, there's something about the two things that you're connecting. Do you know what she's talking about?
I don't think it's... I've been coloring, like, had these, like, adult coloring books, but when I was in the hospital, I colored her one.
Oh my god.
And I think it might have been a bird.
You gotta check it out, because she's,
like...
and
I know I did an elephant, too.
She's smiling about it. And I feel like she's been trying to send you all these, like, little signs, like butterflies and birds and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's funny. She's like, just skip over that bullshit and let's just start talking. So I don't know if, like, that's what she wants you to do is, like, stop looking for signs and just, like, literally directly communicate with her. Because I see you driving and, like, literally you're just talking to her. And I feel like she's, like, just chilling in your passenger seat, like, oh, I like that song. Like,
I always, like, think that I like certain songs and she, like, plays them for me.
mm-hmm.
I saw, like, a cardinal fly, like, right in front of my
Yes.
windshield on my way home from, like, being out of town.
Oh, my God.
I just feel like, whenever I see, like, a certain sunset, I just feel like it's her.
Yeah, totally. Listen, she is so with you. Like, she's not going to leave you ever. So, like, just know that in your private moments. That's funny. I just saw your girlfriend. I was like, oh, okay, we don't need to do that. But I feel like that's how she is too. But she's just so supportive of you guys, and just know that she really loves you, and send her some love too. The other thing I wanted to acknowledge. Okay, hold on. Slow that back. Dad, come on in, buddy. He's just been so patient this whole time. I feel like with Dad, it's a little bit more complicated just because he has been gone so long that I feel like it was way more important, or he makes me feel like it's way more important for Mom to talk to you. Like, I feel like you really needed to talk to Mom. But with Dad, he's never stopped loving you, like, not even once. And it's so cute because now they're reunited and they're dancing and they're just excited to be together. So it's just this really sweet thing. With your dad, he brings me to stomach pain. That hurt. He brings me to an instant passing. Like, there's something very...
He overdosed.
Yeah. It's really interesting, though, because the way that he comes in, he shows me, like, bad batch. Like, that's literally how I feel. I don't necessarily think that this was intentional. Like, he's not showing me that he was suicidal at all. I feel like he loved life. He loved you. Yeah. And Mom's like, told you so. I feel like she's so glad to have the opportunity to, like, tell him so again, because there's just something about how, I don't know if she knew about it, but I feel like your mom is always somebody to call you out on your shit. So she's consistently doing that with your father, and he was just not listening to her. Yeah. So the dynamic problem. Yeah, I can feel that, but I also feel like in general he had a hard time listening to people. Yeah.
I think I had, like, well, I'm not like that. I think my mom always told me you're stubborn just like your father.
Yeah, there you go. His way or the highway. But at the same time, I kind of love that about Dad, because I do feel like he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. Not the drug part, but everything else. And why do I keep seeing him work with his hands? Did he actually, like, work with his hands? Was he a manual labor, or there's something about it? Does that make sense to you?
He had his own tree service business.
Ah, that's so cool. Well, that's interesting, though. I keep seeing this truck. Do you have a picture of him standing in front of a truck? I know it's a very, like, random picture. But
it's like his work truck. It's like an old, like, it might have been like a Ford or something, or maybe an old Chevy. I think it's an old Ford.
Oh my gosh.
And I think Buster, his dog, is in the picture too.
Look at B. Buster. That's so funny. I was like, who's the B guy?
Yeah. Buster's probably up there with him. They, like, were best friends. Buster was so smart. He could climb trees and everything.
Wait, was he like a kind of a mutt, though? Because there's our friends of, like, a mutt shepherd. Like, that's kind of how I was feeling with him, but...
He's a Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, gosh, what is that? Is that those little fuzzy ones?
Yeah. Like a long, fuzzy ears.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing I need to acknowledge with Dad, though, is he also a smoker. Because there's our friends of smoking.
He didn't smoke cigarettes. My mom said he used to smoke crack.
Oh.
And, yeah.
Okay. I was not feeling that. He was coming like this.
Marijuana.
Yeah, like Bob Marley. Like, that's how I was
that was his, I think that was his favorite. That was, like, the drug of choice.
Oh. He's really sweet, though, because I do feel like he kind of comes in, and I know you know dogs, so there's just this feeling of, like, a tail between the legs. Like, man, I really fucked up. Like, ooh. Hope you don't mind curse words. But that's how he feels. He's like, I cannot believe I left her. I cannot believe I left her. And again, I'm just seeing, that's interesting, because I know he has other children, but, like, with you, you were just everything. Like, are you the baby? Yeah.
My sister and brother, they're much older. My brother's in his 40s, and my sister's almost 40.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I just felt like there was just a really strong connection with you, and he just made me feel like unconditional love for you, and that I just needed to reference the fact that, like, he feels very responsible for you leaving. However, he's so proud of you, because I can feel that you have never touched a drug, because there's something about you and, like, him, like, there's something about you learn from it.
I wouldn't say that, but
Okay, it's okay.
I like smoke weed.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But I don't like do anything else.
Gotcha. That's total. Listen, no judgment. But there's something. What he showed me is my analogy for you learn from his mistakes, and you like literally are protective of yourself. Like you don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? So like there's just a really sweet connection with that, and I just felt like it was important to acknowledge it with you. And Mom is just very proud of you too. But see, again, I wouldn't be surprised if when you do smoke, there's this reference of like these two like popping in. So do you think of them more often?
They smoke all the time. Well, my mom was an old hippie. My dad, they were hippies together.
Oh my god!
Every time I smoke, I'm like,
Mom,
I like literally like every time. I swear, this one's for you.
Oh.
Every time I think about them, every time.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I just got a bong recently.
You did?
I got it to like, because it reminded me of my mom the most.
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
It's got like a glass blown conch shell on it. Yeah, I got it because it reminded me the most of her.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. No wonder they're talking about that, because they're like saying like when she smokes or with her, I'm like, what? But okay.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's so
that
funny.
makes me so happy.
Listen, I feel like it's a good connector for you too. I wouldn't be surprised if you're like more open, like you're more relaxed, so that you know. Well, I'm not gonna encourage it, but I am just saying like they're probably really showing up during those time periods.
Yeah.
So did you get a tattoo in memory of Mom and Dad? Because there's something about a tattoo in memory of both.
I got this tattoo 2 weeks before she died. It's not for my dad though, but I'm getting a tattoo soon, and it's I like wanted to get Oceans of Love. It was like always like her saying, but also like our saying, and I have it in her handwriting. And my sister, her boyfriend or her fiance, is a tattoo artist, and he's like phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
amazing.
I had the idea of doing the angel wing shells. Have you seen those ones? They're so pretty. They look just like angel wings. I can show you after. But
yes.
It is gonna be something along with like those angel wings, my mom's handwriting, and maybe like a beach scene. I wanted him to do like writing in the sand with like her handwriting, and then like.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
I gotta see how it turns out because he's drawing it up. But
that's amazing. Okay,
I'm getting it in April.
I love it. No, that's just Mom's way of validating, you know, that she sees that. I do feel like Dad's incorporated in something. I don't know what it is, but that's just what I'm feeling. Or maybe he just wants to be, honestly. I feel like he's inserting himself into this tattoo, but.
Well, no, I think about it for both of them because of the angel wings, though.
Gotcha.
And they,
that's
they're
perfect
both
then.
of the beach. Yeah.
I can feel that, and I was wondering too. All right. Well, hold on. I just feel very strongly with Dad that there's some sort of connection I'm missing. He's making my eyes feel so funny. Did he, I don't think he wore glasses, but I do think there's something about his eyes. Do you have his eyes? Like, what's with his eyes?
I really don't even know if I have his eyes. I can't remember, like, what they really look like that detailed.
Gotcha.
But I definitely don't, like, my mom has more olive green eyes. I have, like, I don't know what kind of, it's, like, weird. There's, like, a ring in the middle, and it's, like, two different colors.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know.
It's his eyes.
Yeah.
So interesting. And I keep getting interrupted by this J initial. So do you have, like, a John, George, Joe, like, a very prominent J sounding name? Does that make sense to you?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. So
Jose?
Who's that?
Is that's, is it Jose?
Yeah.
That's, my girlfriend's.
I was just
that's my
gonna say
girlfriend's grandpa. He died a week after my mom.
Yes, I was just gonna say I would not be surprised if it had to do with your girlfriend, because
I've been asking him to come through too because I know she misses him so much.
oh my God, he's so sweet. Listen, he's just been like respectfully like, don't forget about me, like don't forget about me. So just know, like, if you could give your, I keep wanting to call her your fiance. So
she is my fiance.
Okay, I'm just like, this is not a girlfriend situation. This is like a marriage situation.
Yeah.
And I'm so freaking excited for you. Is her favorite color like blue? I keep seeing blue all around her. Or is she just a really like outspoken communicator with you?
She's outspoken, but she loves teal.
Ooh,
like a teal color.
But Mr. Jose, huh?
Yeah,
Mr. Jose. He was
Jose
giving me
Tobar.
Joseph. I was so close.
Yeah.
He makes me feel. Did he pass from heart condition? Because there's reference of heart with him. Does that make sense to you?
I don't. It might have had like a contributing factor, but he had cancer too.
Okay. I felt like there was an illness, but I do feel like at the end of life, like last week, he keeps bringing me to the heart and he keeps showing me my sign and symbol for a flat line. So I don't know if they had to make a choice and decision with him, but there's something about just let them know. Well, that's interesting. Did he stop treatment or stop eating? Because there's a reference of no, like no more. Does that make sense to you?
I don't know exactly because they were in Texas.
Okay.
But I know like it was just like it got to the point just kind of like how my mom like it was just like nothing more you could really do.
I gotcha. Just remember that he said to let them know like it was his choice to go and that he's always been with them. There's something about your fiance giving a prayer of permission for him to go too. I don't know if she was there in those moments. There's something about, did she not see his last breath? And she holds guilt about not being there. Is that correct? Will you tell her to just, that's funny, your mom said, knock that shit off. No guilt. So I do feel like he wants to acknowledge that too. I think he's a little bit more reserved. Like I don't think he might have been a cursor. So that's up to your mom. So your mom just makes me laugh. Like I would just like love her. But he does bring me to the head. I feel like it ended in his head and his heart. Like he just keeps bringing me there over and over. And I keep seeing. Did he also work in manual labor? Because there's something with him.
Yeah, he sold. Yeah, he had a farm and like sold his own fruit.
That's amazing.
Like just like fresh fruit, and I think vegetables too. Like
oh my god,
his own produce. Like
perfect. Yeah. Exactly what I was saying. Because he was just like talk about the farm. He's very tip your hat kind of guy. I like him. That's interesting. Listen, I'm not going to tell the future. However, I keep seeing with you guys in this wedding, I keep seeing like a mantle with like all the pictures of your loved ones that you have lost. So like I have no idea if you've thought of like how you're going to incorporate everybody. But I'm going to laugh when your dad and Jose are like right next to each other. Because they're up here like just chatting with each other. Because I feel like he feels like a very fatherly energy for her. So there's just this reference of like they know of each other and your families have been like united. It's really sweet. I love that. I don't know why I still keep seeing this kid that you're hanging out with, and I don't know what your mom's fascination with him is. There has to be some spirit that's connected to your friend Harrison too. Did he also lose his grandfather? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's what she was trying to show me or what, but there's something to it. All right, back to Dad just for a little bit. Where are we at on time? Oh, we're almost there. Okay. How are you feeling, by the way? Forgot to check in with you.
Good.
Any questions have come up? Are you less nervous? Like,
yeah.
Everything okay?
Nervous, yeah.
Okay. Questions though? Anything you're feeling about anything?
I don't have any questions really.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I gotta take a sip of water. Grandma, what's up, dude? She's so cute because she's like dancing in the middle of the room. Like she dances to the beat of her own drums. She just is her own thing. She's just like she's just so happy. Yeah. I can see though, I don't know if she had these big glasses, but I just keep seeing like bigger glasses.
She did always have bigger frame glasses.
She freaking hates those things. She's like, I'm so glad I don't have to wear those.
That's hilarious.
She's really funny about everything that she doesn't have to do anymore, and I can tell with a body breakdown with her as well. I feel like she just wasn't doing well. And I also feel like she couldn't walk on her own. There's like a lot of things that were going on with her. And Mom took care of her. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because I just feel like...
She had Alzheimer's, like, really bad to the point where, like, she couldn't talk, she couldn't walk anymore, she couldn't do anything.
Yeah, her brain... But I feel like that's exactly why she's just dancing, because she's like, I'm free, like, I know who I am, I know who you are, like, everything just feels really good with her, like...
Oh, I'm so happy.
She's happy, she just, like, is so excited about you, like, everything about you and your life and what you're doing, like, she's just so stoked. I also feel, though, were you there for her departure as well? Because there's a reference of her peaceful passing. That's
I wasn't there. I got a call, though. It was a couple days after my birthday in 2015. I didn't get to be there because I was up at school. It was, like, right before I graduated.
Gotcha.
And my mom was there, though. And I wanted to be there, but I knew she wasn't doing well. But I didn't think it was going to happen that soon. It was, like, pretty, like, it was unexpected. A surprise to me.
I just feel that, I feel that you were there, though. This is so interesting. I know that you were on the phone and everything. I know Mom was there. I'm just seeing, like, there's just this reference of, like, her soul goes right to you. Again, this is just validating your intuition. And I feel like there's a really strong connection with her and you, and there always has been ever since she left. Like, I knew you felt her around you. What's with her cooking? Why do I keep seeing her cooking? Did she like to cook, like, in her younger years? Like, there's something about it?
Yeah,
but
she was, she always was so proud of this. She was a teacher for home ec.
Oh, great.
Like, home education, home, whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
I totally
in school?
do.
That's
Yeah.
what she did.
That's so funny because I kept seeing her in an apron and, like, cooking, and then she's like, she doesn't like to cook, though. So, I don't know. Do you not like to cook?
I do like to cook. I don't do it often.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
I don't do it often.
Hey, you've got enough on your plate. Oh my God, your mom is so funny. She goes, haha, play on words. Get it? Plate, cooking. Was your mom really corny like that? Because that was
She's
just funny.
so funny.
She's making me
She's
laugh.
the funniest person. Like, the one thing I miss probably the most is her humor. She's so funny. She makes, like, any shitty time better.
Like right now, about enough on your plate. Cooking. She cracks me up. Are you driving her car? Like, what's with her car? Did you sell it? There's
No,
some sort of, like,
I have
connection.
it.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah, I drive it from time to time.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's an older car, or there's a reference of older. But she wants me to, like, let you know, like, it's okay to let it go. Like, if you find yourself struggling financially, there's something about you can let it go. Have you been thinking about that lately?
No. I know it has some, like, things that need to be fixed on it, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what it is, but I feel like there's something about, like, she wished she would have left you with more. So there's just something about, like, whatever you need to let go of, like, let go of. Not because you're letting go of her. Like, she just wants to leave you with more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Especially for your family. It's so interesting. Are you thinking of having children?
I've thought about it. I don't really know. All my friends are having kids right now. Like,
Gotcha.
A lot. My best friend Deanna just had a baby, like,
Oh.
3 days ago.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. It's just really interesting, and I know that you're gonna be the one to have the baby, not your fiance. Like, I'm feeling like she's pretty, like, clear about that. So,
true.
we all know it's gonna be you. Even Jose is like, yep. Yep. So there's something funny about him. I don't know if he's, like, chewing on straw or, like, what it is, but he's got this, like, thing hanging out of his mouth. It looks like lettuce. I don't know. It's weird, but he's cracking me up with it. But I feel like your mom really wants to let you know, like, there's something. Do you know if Mom had a miscarriage prior to you being born?
She did. Oh, not a miscarriage. She had an abortion.
A termination.
When she was 18.
Mm-hmm. There's just a reference of your sibling that I keep feeling, but I also kept feeling like I need to address with you. Like, when you do get pregnant, you might have a few issues. Nothing serious, but I feel like you're somebody who might consider, like, natural childbirth, and she's like, mm-mm. So make sure you have the baby in the hospital. I don't know why she's saying that, but I'm still not feeling anything bad. I just feel like you might need an epidural or something.
Oh, I'm gonna have that.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And that's probably just her acknowledging, like, you don't tolerate pain very well, do you?
I do, though. I just don't, like, having a baby scares me.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what it is, because she just kept making me feel like, she needs to have it in the hospital. So, but I do feel like you're a natural kind of gal, or maybe she was, but I think there's a little bit of connection there, too. And that's so funny. If you have a girl, I know you want to name her after your mom. She goes, Linda's a boring name. Do a different one. So,
really?
yes. She's like, don't worry about the Linda.
I thought about that.
She was like telling me, like, no,
That's so
no,
funny.
Linda, no. So just know that she's telling you this now, because I really do feel strongly that you guys, I don't know when or if you guys have wanted to do this, but I really feel like it's coming up for you. So.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. So I don't know how that's gonna play out, but
I always thought I was gonna, like, I've been saying, like, I'm gonna wait till I'm, like, 30, but I don't know what the future holds.
Well, I'm hearing 28. So where are you at?
I'm about to be 25 on Easter.
You're getting there. I wonder if it's the 28th or 28. There's something about 28. So just remember I said it, and Mom is being very, like, futuristic with you right now, because I feel like she's like, I've got one chance. I'm going to say it all right now until she starts talking to me. So that's how she's being. And That's really interesting. Do you have a kitchen window that like looks out over something? There's something about the kitchen that I keep going to. Does that make sense to you? What's with the kitchen window? I keep seeing it like over a sink.
It's not over a sink. There's a kitchen window in like our kitchen, and like it looks out to like a garden area.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
I
seeing.
just started planting stuff like last night.
I was like wondering, like I just kept seeing like garden, and I was like, what is in there? Then she showed me an angel statue, so I didn't know if like you were gonna put an angel statue out there or if you even can. But there's like something about what you're looking out at, and then I keep seeing this little cardinal just sitting at the window. Aww. So if you ever notice him, just say hi, because that's like mom and dad trying to get them to you. It's really sweet. I'm also seeing little pennies everywhere. Do you find the pennies?
I literally have not even looked for a penny until like literally a day ago. I was walking Elmer, the little dachshund, and I like saw this like penny. I was like thinking, I don't even know. I like thought about pennies, and then I like saw one on the ground. It was like all scratched out, but I saw that it was heads up. I was like,
yeah,
heads up, that's lucky.
There you go. See, mom's like, and I'm sending the pennies. So, and she's very adamant about that fact too. I'm wondering though, Grandma is like butting me. Oh my god, she's cracking me up. Okay. Hitting me over the head, but there's something about, I keep seeing this like white lace thing that she keeps bringing me to. Did she like make doilies, or there's something about like a doily or a lace connection with her? Does that make sense to you at all?
I can't think of any, yeah.
That's alright. There's like a box in the storage thing that I keep seeing. Like, I feel like mom had a ton of her mom's stuff.
She probably does. I think it's all at Rob's, which is my mom's boyfriend, who like I have not talked to like hardly at all.
That's really interesting. So there's the other Rob, because remember I was hearing that earlier too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even think about him. He's kind of blocked out.
That's okay. That's all right. Listen, it's okay. I do feel like she wants you to have all of her stuff though. That's the only thing. I mean, not that.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to.
He has like not really been there for me at all.
No, I can feel it. Do you sleep in her t-shirts?
I wear her stuff a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
She keeps bringing me to like, you can have it all. I don't think she would be a fan of that, like when she was in the physical world. Like I feel like you guys were like funny about that
she
stuff.
She was. Like I'd always try to wear some of her stuff and she'd get mad at me. Now like I wear it all the time. She's not here to tell me no.
Yeah, exactly. So she's like, just go ahead, you can have it. But just know that that's her way of validating too, that she sees like when you're doing these things in memory of her, and she's with you like every step of the way. So, all right. At this point, I just want to really check in with you. Make sure you don't have any other questions. I feel like we went, I'm like, I can't believe it's been an hour. Like, that is mind-blowing to me because we went so fast. But are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
You feel like your head's spinning? Because I totally do.
I don't feel bad at all. I feel like
good.
Like relieved, like happy.
Oh, good. No, that's exactly what we want. I'm the one that's supposed to be the head spinner with all of them. They're funny. Your grandma's like literally chilling in the, like just dancing. I'm like, what are you doing, woman? But I love her. So just know, and you're gonna take these people home with you, so they're gonna be with you every step of the way. And if you have any questions with them, just ask. I would really start to encourage with you, because I can just tell you're very intuitive, the ask-answer system, and start like really working on that. Like, Mom, what color car am I going to see when I pull out of the parking lot today? And see what like you get in your head, and that'll help train your intuition in terms of like talking to her. Does that make sense? That'll be cool. I'm excited for you. But literally no questions?
No, I don't want to sound like weird or anything,
no,
but
you're fine.
Sometimes I don't think I'm like super psychic or anything, but I feel like I can sometimes like see things that are about to happen, and like happens like 10 minutes later. Like it's like pretty quickly it happens later, but I felt like that my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
precognition. It's just essentially you're getting downloads before they happen. The whole like I don't know what to say. It's kind of like, I feel like sometimes it's slow motion deja vu, and you're just like, what? I just saw that.
Yeah.
But it's totally normal, and again, I think that's just validating your intuition and your awareness, because most people just like don't like block it out, or they don't care. You notice, which is a beautiful thing. So what I would recommend for that is honestly just like really start to work with your intuition and see where it takes you, because I have a feeling it'll be very beneficial. Are you in the medical profession? That's
no,
interesting.
I'm not. I work in a foundation repair company, JES. You probably heard the commercials.
J-E-S.
Yes.
Yes.
I booked all the appointments.
Oh my
all of them.
gosh. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
But are you not happy?
Oh, no. I don't want to be in a call center for the rest of my life. This is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like so not appreciated. I went to college and this is not what I wanted to do.
No, like that's literally how I feel. I just feel like there's something about you that not only wants to help other people, but like you are. I keep feeling from your mom, you feel like you're lacking in purpose. Like you don't know what your purpose is right now.
I feel exactly that way.
She just wants to encourage you to really sit with your passions and make sure that you're exploring like what it is that you like to do. I feel like you've been really determined ever since you were little. So don't settle. Like there's a reference of like don't settle. And I don't feel like she wants you to settle because of finances or things like that. Like you're gonna find your way with it. But I seriously keep seeing you in the healing industry, and I don't know what that means.
I always wanted to be a veterinarian.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I love animals.
Yeah. I totally think you should go for it, girl, because there's something bigger with you. You're not don't stay in a call center. Mom just keeps showing me you holding a little bunny, and I'm like, what is going on with that? Did you ever have a bunny? Or like, what's with the bunny?
I never had a bunny.
There's something so cute about this little bunny. I don't know what it means, but I have a feeling it's going to mean something later in life, and you're going to be like, hot damn.
Maybe it's Easter coming up.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my birthday.
There you go.
That's my first birthday without her.
Oh.
Sucks.
Don't worry, she'll be with you in spirit. Are you going to do a balloon release or something? Or something about balloons? Or will she always bring you one?
I wasn't even thinking about that. Nope.
Well, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
There was just something very... I don't know who's going to bring you balloons, but it'll be a sign. I have a bad feeling. Remember I said it.
Okay.
Okay?
Balloons.
All right, my love. So no other questions?
No.
Literally not. Okay.
Yeah.
What I will say then is I physically cannot remember readings. However, if you get home and you're like,